Hello, beautiful people. It's Mama Goob. So I was watching the latest video from the Narc Alert about Amberlynn Reed's history of binge eating disorder, or BED. The Narc Alert has really done the Lord's work in making a montage on pretty much every time Amberlynn has mentioned binge eating. Here is a very sped up edition with a counter for probably every time she's said binge eating disorder in the past 10 years.
In a world full of, times where you binge eat, I'm not supporting any binge eating or anything like that, but I just want to be the proof in the world that another reason is binge eat or overeat or alone. By the way, this is not me binge eating. It's July 14th, and I don't know if any of you binge, but if you do, I think you know that, that feeling inside you when you're like, I need to binge. I feel it creeping on. Just even talking about having a binge eating disorder triggers my binge eating disorder. But when I was about 14, 15, I was assessed for binge eating disorder. She did say I had it, and people you love what you eat for binge eating. I read not that much of it, but it was enough for you. I was like, no, I do have a binge eating disorder. I'm not healed from that whatsoever from binge eating a lot. To have a binge eating disorder is very, and I have binge eating disorder. I see how many points I have. It really puts me in a state of trance of binge eating, and I binge eat. I do. And it's not a cute look for what's happening to me, but I just keep binge eating like a mad woman. There's two types of binge eating that I do. There's one where I literally will never get full, where I will binge eat until I'm sick, and then I will still keep binge eating no matter how sick I am. And I'll just keep making myself sicker and sicker and sicker. After like something got me up because I thought you had binge eating disorder. I just want to say right now, I do have binge eating disorder. I have binge eating disorder. She saw me struggling with my weight, and she saw me struggling with the things I eat, and my binge eating disorder, and all this stuff. And knowing that I have a binge eating disorder, and I have a food addiction, would just give up on me. I have binge eating disorder. I am a food addict. I have an abortion. Again, my binge eating disorder didn't invest me. As it is now, I do suffer from binge eating disorder. I was diagnosed when I was 16. Not only do I have binge eating, but I am a food addict, and I eat emotions that are addictive to me. I have a binge eating disorder. There's something that's not right. That was my binge eating disorder. I never got any pamphlet that said, oh, you have binge eating disorder, or anything like that, but she did tell me this is binge eating disorder, and we did spend a couple weeks talking about it. Honestly, I didn't know binge eating was a thing until I met you. Really, words, binge eating disorder. And we talked more about that, and so when you told me, oh yeah, binge eating disorder, I was like, holy shit. Wait, I've shared my binge eating. I have done so many different diets on this channel, because if I go just from binge eating to keto, well, I'm gonna have headaches, keto food, but if I go from binge eating to just like moderate / low carb, it's gonna be less of a detox. I'm not perfect. I do suffer with binge eating, and I know a lot of people don't like me to say binge eating disorder, because I have never been like to a binge eating disorder. But I've never been to an eating disorder like doctor. See more like what is really the issue. Is it binge eating? Is it food addiction? Is it both? And not to binge. That is all I'm worried about. I really want to see, am I binging or am I a food addict? I have always said that I have binge eating disorder. I was diagnosed with binge eating disorder, but was I misdiagnosed?
However, recently, Amberlynn has not so subtly walked back or passed out on her binge eating disorder diagnosis. So the Narc Alert's video inspired me to take a deeper dive onto why, after a decade of using BED as an explanation to why she got to a weight of over a quarter ton, to now all of a sudden doubting that she ever had BED in the first place. You may be yelling at your phone or computer at this point. Well, duh, Mama Goob. Everyone knows ALR is just lying to the surgeon so she'll get approved for weight loss surgery, as BED is 100% a contraindication for weight loss surgery. Well, I'll first tell you that an ED in and of itself does not render one ineligible for bariatric surgery. You may now be countering with, well then, Mama Goob, Why did ALR get denied for weight loss surgery in her last attempt? Simply by failing her written psych eval. And to that I say, did she really say that? Just as a reminder, this is just my opinion. I'm not a doctor, a lawyer, or even a financial advisor. I come at this at a 40-something mom who's been morbidly obese and had surgery which changed my life. I want nothing but the best for Amberlynn and everyone else suffering with morbid obesity. I want people to learn from her mistakes and really from my mistakes too. But before I answer that question, let's talk about why a candidate for bariatric surgery needs a psych evaluation to begin with. The main reason for a psych evaluation is to make sure you're in the right place mentally to deal with changes that weight loss surgery will bring. It's less about you rupturing your stomach from BED, which is possible but highly unlikely, but what the anxiety and depression do to you when you realize you're basically on a diet you can't cheat on, well, at least initially. Still don't believe that a gastric surgery patient with BED would have a hard time popping their stomach? Well, let's see if the old MatPat can't convince you.
For months, the Food Theory channel's been inundated with comments asking if overeating can pop a human stomach. And the short answer to that question is, yeah, it's not very common, but stomachs have been known to rupture as a result of overeating. Why is it so uncommon? Well, contrary to what you may have seen on, say, Mythbusters' very first episode when they attempted to blow up the stomach of a deceased pig using cola and Pop Rocks, bodies of living organisms have a bunch of ways to prevent that level of overeating and stomach pressure. So let's start off with what we do know about the rare situations in which a person's stomach ruptures as a result of overeating. Case reports have found that these types of ruptures often occur when people eat about 5 liters of food. If that sounds like a ridiculous amount to consume, well, yeah, you're absolutely right. In fact, it's more than 3 times as much food as you or I have likely ever had inside our own stomachs at one time in our entire lives. See, typical stomachs will stretch to hold approximately 1.5 liters comfortably. However, going past that point gets really uncomfortable really quickly, thanks to satiety signals that get sent to the brain as our stomachs stretch and ultimately result in us feeling full. And this is why overeating to the point of rupturing your stomach is so rare. Usually, when a person feels like they're so full they can't possibly take another bite, well, they can't take another bite, at least not without vomiting. And yet somehow a small percentage of people are able to push through that feeling of being full and continue to eat without puking it all up. Typically, these people fall into one of 2 camps. A, they suffer from some type of neurological disorder that suppresses the urge, or B, they have trained very, very hard to intentionally suppress those urges. That's right, friends, we're talking about the crazy world of competitive eaters. In terms of everyday foods, 5 liters works out to be 182 ounces of steak, 143 chicken nuggets, or a spaghetti noodle that is 1.7 kilometers long. All of this in mind, I'm going to suggest Clive take a 2-pronged approach to his meal selection. He should focus on eating fish with bones included first. He should then follow it up with a couple spoonfuls of baking soda, just like Mary Poppins always recommended. Wait, did Mary Poppins not say that a spoonful of baking soda helps the stomach rupture?
Cheeky.
And then wash the whole thing down with a nice tall glass of vinegar. A chemical reaction will occur that ultimately releases carbon dioxide gas. If he's able to keep that gas down, Clive's stomach should rupture just like the Mythbusters pig stomach did. However, in the likely event that some belches occur and that gas pressure gets relieved, roughly 5 liters of fish and fish bones will be his best bet at achieving his incredibly stupid goal, while also answering Theorist Nation's incredibly stellar question. But hey, that's just a theory. A food theory. Bon appetit.
But if we can get back to our serious discussion, I still cannot stress enough how much getting a perfectly healthy organ cut out of your body just because you couldn't control your eating habit messes with your mind. I don't think I was even prepared for how much this surgery would spike both my anxiety and depression. When I realized that food caused me more pain than pleasure, I ended up having to resort to medications to control my emotions, which helped me lead a more normal life. So here are some of the other things that a psych evaluation is looking for, and a sampling of reasons why you might not get approved for weight loss surgery. Number 1, multiple unaliving attempts in the past 5 years. As it's recommended, the patient focus on the underlying issues that led to these attempts. Number 2, an active psychosis or hospitalization for a psychosis in the past year. Or number 3, evidence of a recent substance abuse disorder for which the patient is currently not treating. One of the methods that weight loss surgery centers can use to help assess the psychological factors that either support or interfere with weight loss surgery is the Million Behavior Medicine Diagnostic, or MBMD test. This is a test done via either pen and paper or is computer administered, has 165 true-false questions, and takes about 20 to 25 minutes to complete. This is the longest test that I could find. Here is a list of the others that I found. So in her last weight loss surgery journey attempt, which was back in 2018, Amberlynn Reed said that she had to take a psych eval that was 398 questions long. Who knows? Maybe they had her take the MBMD test twice, or maybe she was just exaggerating. In this video, while she had a big smile on her face and seemed overall giddy, she explained to us how the results of this eval caused her to be rejected for bariatric surgery until she did many years of psychotherapy. You remember, this psychologist was the one who couldn't hack into their own computer in time to save Amberlynn a ton of time and money taking all these other medical tests, when it turns out her mentals were really the thing to blame. She said that the psychologist said that she would have to see a counselor long enough to, and I quote, to heal completely the things that caused her to binge. And she went on to further say, I've been told that a lot. Oh, really? Then why did this news catch you so off guard? I'm going to put a card in here to my part 3 of the series, The Reason Why Amberlynn Reed Infuriates Me, that shows my initial reaction to this kind of BS story. So, back to the question that I asked at the beginning of the video, which was, why did the psych eval cause Amberlynn Reed to get denied weight loss surgery? And the short answer is that she never really said that she failed the test, only that they wanted her to get counseling to heal from her BED, and she wrote it off as a lost cause. I had posted a comment to the Narc Alert's video stating that bariatric surgery is one of the best controls for binge eating disorder, and there are at least 3 possibilities as to why she was denied weight loss surgery. Number 1, she scared her surgeon on how much she went on and on about her binge eating disorder and her other mental illnesses. Number 2, not all surgeons are on the up and up. Or number 3, she's a liar. At this point, I would like to add a possible 4th theory. Since she knows that most of us have been following her story for years, and we remember that the video with her and her fake eyelashes explaining how she isn't eligible for weight loss surgery due to her BED will confront her on why she thinks things will be different now, when she hasn't even done any of the work to heal. So it wouldn't be rational to use that excuse again. So this time, it will probably be some other health-related issue, such as her dangling lung, on why she'll get denied. She has to keep all of us hooked so she can keep a paycheck rolling in. But after this arc has played out, she's gonna have to think up some other way to get us to keep watching, and her choices are dwindling. Look, I really hope I'm wrong, and that she really is getting more clarity on what caused her to become 500 pounds to begin with. And I hope this isn't just a well-placed fib on why she's denied weight loss surgery again, or even why she was denied in the past. I'm really hopeful that this will be the time that she finally gets her health in order. But I've been disappointed before. So we'll see. Well, that's all I have for you today. And I hope you'll comment your thoughts below. Whether you agree with me or not, I think it causes great discussion, and let's keep it coming. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Take care. Love you. Mwah!